Hey guys, Quick Cutie Pie here. How are we doing today? It has been a long time since I've been doing a farming sim stream, but we are back, and we are back on my favourite map from FS22, which is one of the ones I did my longest little stream series on. Moss Valley. So I'm very sorry, I'm just trying to fiddle around with these bloody leads. There will not be a day that I can start a stream without some sort of weird technical difficulty. Today it was all my docks deciding to reset themselves. And Stream Elements, I think, has had some sort of update, which again messed everything up because, you know, why wouldn't it? Never a dull day. But we are going to be cracking on with Farm Sim today. I am very excited. I've only recently got back into Farm Sim. I played it a lot when the game first came out. I must have done a few streams, but didn't really get that far. I did an Ola Haldor map, which was very good. But yeah, Moss Valley was such a good map. And I had some major issues with my hard drive and I lost the whole save, and I was really upset because I got so far in that save. So hopefully that won't happen again this time, but without further ado, let's just crack on. Hopefully the game will load in a second. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll get there. I hope it'll get there. There we go, taking its time. So yeah, the plan is Moss Valley. I don't know what's going on over here. It'll be a start from scratch challenge, trying to do things semi-realistically. I haven't set my money to 0 yet, so I'm really hoping I don't actually have loads of equipment to begin with, because normally I would set this up ahead of time, but who has the time? So yeah, I do have things which I'll be selling, and I'll be resetting my money to 0. Get this process out of the way. What does everyone think of the new shop layout? Because I've had to add some mods to make it better for me. I was not the biggest fan of the way that they've laid things out. I definitely like a lot of things about the game, but there's some things that they've changed that I don't like. I've been curious about this game. It seems chilled. It is a very chill game. I think it's a really cozy game, actually. Like, it's just, I mean, things can go very wrong, and you can play it very chaotically, but I really like just a nice chilled vibe. Right, is that everything sold? Let me just double check. I have a lot of money. We won't be starting with that much. Oh, now the game's frozen. Come on. It's going well, as you can see. I really like that there's tram lines in the game. I can see on field 56, which is currently frozen on, that there's a nice little outline of all the different tracks. I really like that. Why be frozen all of a sudden? Okay, this is not reflecting the game very well right now, but I will also say that I have 1300 mods installed on this game, which is probably why it's not performing too hot. Although I've never had it freezing quite so much, so fingers crossed that sorts itself out in a second. Oh. Has anyone been out enjoying the sun today? Maybe I confused it by selling loads of machinery, but hey ho. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to crash, and I really hope it's not. I didn't actually check if this map is compatible with precision farming, which I've also recently installed. That probably would have been a good idea to check too. We might find out if this will work in a second. Right, I'm gonna restart the game, and I will be back very shortly. Oh Lord. Thanks, Chris. So I remember the first time I went on stream when I went, honestly, why does nothing ever go smoothly? Okay, I'm gonna re-explain everything that I just did then. Thanks, Chris. I'm starting with these. These are all I'm gonna start with. I've already forgotten what I was saying now before. Right, let's start again, shall we? Welcome back to the survival. We've got 12k in the bank, and this is literally all of the equipment we're starting with. You're welcome. Yeah, I needed that. See, if I'd done it, if it works the first time, I wouldn't have had a problem. But yeah, so basically we are going to be relying on contracts to get us going to begin with. And yeah, we own no land or nothing, so right shift L apparently goes to land. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's quite handy, I didn't know that. So yeah, we'll be doing some contracts and stuff to get started, get some money in the bank, and fingers crossed we'll be able to afford a little patch of land somewhere. It's been a while since I've played this map, but I remember that the land wasn't stupidly expensive. I might be completely wrong about that, of course, but yeah, that little field over there is only 25k, which actually isn't bad at all. So, and there's a couple little areas of land. I mean, there's some grass fields that are right the way down here, which wouldn't be ideal because it's very far from the shop, but you know, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I quite like starting around, or like being fairly close to the shop. Last time I played this, I actually did have field 89 by the end of the sort of series I was doing, and that's exactly where it stopped because yeah, my hard drive corrupted and I lost the whole save, which was very upsetting. Something I was saying earlier was that I really appreciate that there's tram lines now. This looks like a proper field, you know. I don't know if it's just this map actually. No, it can't, because I've seen it in another map as well. But yeah, I really like that. There is nothing more satisfying than seeing that sort of layout. It's just great. But yeah, we are just going to be camping in a caravan for the time being. I don't actually know if you can go in this thing. I've never bought this before. It looks pretty cool. Doesn't look like you can go in the caravan, but this is home for now. I do hope it lets us sleep in there, because if not, I've just wasted some money on this. But anyway, right, let's see if there's any contracts to get going to begin with. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, there's some things that I really like about this game, and there's other things that they've changed that I really don't like. So one of the things being the grass contracts. I really liked a silage contract. It's now all split into different bits, so you can't do it all in one, which is a bit annoying. But I am thinking that's a tasty little mission. Let's do that one. Obviously, to begin with, we're going to be borrowing all of the equipment, which is not ideal because obviously you lose a little bit of money doing it. But yeah, ooh, this is quite a nice little piece of kit. Didn't think it'd give me a telehandler to start with, but you know, works for me. Another thing I remember about this map is that this shop was incredibly tight to pick up certain equipment. I don't know why it spawned that way around either. I was thinking it would be the right way around to pick up, but nice. Right. It's going to be weird wrapping with that, to be honest. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Ah, this is nice. I don't think the last time this map was on 22 that you could walk in the shop and there was people stood here. Like pondering about what they're going to buy. I think that's really nice. I'm pretty sure this was all just locked off, so that's a really nice change. I like it. Very nice. Right, let's get cracking on this, because I think wrapping the bales like this is going to take a little bit of time. I didn't even check where that field is, to be honest. I just saw 9 grand and thought, let's go. Oh, it's 2 fields. Oh, that's cheeky. I didn't see that. 53 and 75. That's nuts. Right, well, no time to waste. Let's get going. I'm gonna sort of mix around times. I'm gonna sort of try and stay around ×3. If there's a super long job that needs doing, then I might decrease the time a little bit. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, in-cab driving will be the preference where I can. But I'm not good enough to do it all the time. I'll do my best. I'm intrigued to see like the differences. Like that shop difference was really nice. Don't know what else has changed on the map. I haven't actually looked around this map. I just saw it in the store and I was like, I know exactly what that map is, and I'm definitely going to play it. I will say that I think the mirror quality has massively increased in this game. I don't like that that screen doesn't work though. That could be working. That would be very handy if it was. I also don't really know where I'm going, to be honest, so I'm just kind of hoping for the best. I feel like these houses look a lot more realistic than last time too. They look like proper houses now. Oh, not that way. And yes, getting around these parts was always a challenge. I got stuck here with multiple vehicles many times. What's nuts is that this is like the main way through to a lot of the fields. I think there's like a long way around the top of the map you can go, like through other fields and stuff. But this is meant to be the main road. Also guys, please let me know if game sound and everything is okay. I think you should be able to hear everything that's going on. I was pleasantly surprised that I actually had game sound today, because the other day when I loaded up I didn't have any game sound and I was very disappointed. I'm not sure if it's something to do with Netflix being open at the same time, but... Nice, look at that lovely view. I do hope I'm going in the right direction. I think I am. Yeah, coming up to 75. I'm sure I said 53 needed doing as well, but maybe not. Oh, maybe definitely didn't accept 2 contracts. Maybe it will switch at some point and say I need to go to 75 after 70 with the other one 50 something. I kind of want to like jump in the pond because last time it was really disappointing that the water didn't move. Ah, now look at that, beautiful. Okay, for a quick little swim. I also don't know if there's any collectibles on this map. Last time I found a really cool it was like an old-fashioned hand drill. It was somewhere around here. Obviously they might not be in the same place if they are on this map, but I picked it up and it was worth 100k. So if I find it again I wouldn't be too upset. Doesn't look like it's here. I feel like it was quite obvious last time because I think I thought, if there's going to be a collectible, it's going to be around here. So maybe there isn't now, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and find one somewhere. Okay, so this is the field. I hope I can get into the field, if not that's not going to be a good start to the game. Nice, there we go. Right, I have no idea. Oh, that's not how to do it. I have no idea how to use this. I'm guessing it's gonna just be a simple case of lining them up. Popping them in, hopefully. Oh, do I need to turn them on? No, that's not how I do it. Okay, can you stop rolling? There we go. Okay, so I need to face them front ways on maybe, and then that would be better. Don't know how to pop them down. How does this work? Unload, control Y, so that's the one, there we go. I was about to say, I popped you down. Get out of here. Hey Josh, welcome to the stream. Okay, there's really not very many bales on here, so if this is the only bale I do have to do, I am very happy with the £9 payment. I have a feeling it's not though, it did highlight 2 fields. Just stopping by, no worries. Always appreciated. Make sure I'm not gonna... Oh, that bale's gonna go flying down the hill. Oh well, not my bale. Okay, that's how not to pick up the bale. It's annoying that you have to get them a certain way round for them to pick them up properly. This one's going over here. I'm guessing this one has rolled down the hill into the wall. Hopefully it doesn't go flying. I like the way I'm angling it, so it's just going to go flying. Oh, maybe not. It's being a good little bale. Alright, let's pick you up. Oh, don't do this to me. You're in a really awkward place. It's not my fault. Get in there. Oh yeah, of course you're not going to line up now. You're going to roll further into the wall. There we go. Lovely. Right. We are only 47% done, so there is 100% a second field to do, which I have never seen before. I kind of like it. Being having to do 2 fields as part of the mission makes sense. Come on, don't be awkward. Or be awkward, that's also fine. It's not fine. Get in there. Why does it have to be such a sleepy field? There we go. Right, let's just have a quick scan around. I do think that's all of... Oh no, I'm wrong. There's 3 over there. Maybe it is just the one field. Right, if any of these bales go rolling, they are going straight into the pond. So I think I'm going to pop that one down there so it hopefully doesn't go flying. Literally, why did you wobble as I was about to pick you up, you cheeky little beggar? I feel like they're almost too big for this bale wrapper because they don't fit neatly in the... Maybe I'm just bad at this. Maybe I need to get a lower angle. Oh, that's better. User error. Why do they like to roll as soon as I get towards them? I did not mean to do that. Okay, alright, let's see if I can get this one on the first attempt then. Yeah, definitely user error. Need to get lower. Oh, that is a tree. Where's the other bale I just put down? Is that it? I really like this telehandler. I didn't think I'd like it so much. It's been a long time since I've actually driven a telehandler on this game. Cannot think of the last time I would have driven one. Generally have a front loader to do most things, like telehandler is always just like a bonus thing that is very helpful, but not necessarily needed if you've got a front loader, but I do prefer it. Right, can you just get in here, please? There we go. Right. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that they've actually got wrap and stuff as a base game thing now? So good. And GPS. Oh my lord, that is life changing. I always installed this as a mod on FS22, but the GPS I had installed for years and I just never bothered to figure out how to use it. Contract finish. There we go. That was just the one field actually. So me and a friend, Jordan, if you're watching, shout out to Jordan, who is back after a little break, but she and I have been playing farming sim together, multiplayer. Oh my lord, I forgot how good this game was. But also like just the whole, everything just looks so much better now. Like the colours are so much richer. The lighting is great. Have fun, happy farming, hope all is well your end. Josh, lovely to see you and thanks for joining, and the same to you, hope all is well. Looks like the garden's coming along nicely. Hopefully see you again in future. Damn, that was a super easy 9 grand. I was sort of thinking there's no way that is that quick, but of course it is. Of course I'm here just typing on the TV, so it will be tricky. That's such a weird sentence, typing on the TV. What a time we live in. Take it nice and slow through here. Don't want to knock anybody's house down. Imagine if you actually lived here and other farmers and people just drove through your land very precariously with like really heavy equipment all the time. Not so bad if you're like a farmer yourself or like a farm worker, but can't imagine that's too fun. The house must like vibrate like crazy. Probably have bits of house falling down just from the vibrations alone, like the ceiling cracking, all that sort of stuff. Nuts. But yeah, the big old combines and stuff, trying to get those through there, impossible. I definitely think there's another route I need to find whilst I'm streaming this time to figure out how I'm going to get harvesters and stuff around, because if I do a harvesting contract, no chance of getting through there. No chance whatsoever. Right, now I do like to miss the turning here a lot, but I have some memory on my side from last time, 22. Trying to get trailers in there as well, also a bit of a nightmare. Right, safely back at the shop. Alright, let's park this up here. Hopefully they are happy with the job that I did, and hopefully none of those bales ended up rolling into the pond. This is a very American truck. It also really sounds very unhealthy, but it's running, so that's the main thing. This is when this doesn't hitch to the back. Oh lord. Surely that's got a hitch on there. If not, we might be selling the caravan. I don't even know if I can... Alright, let's look at it on the menu quickly and see if I can hitch things, because if not, that was a very bad choice. Also love that this is more expensive than the other one. Oh, you can add a trailer hitch. Okay, we're gonna have to do that. Well, there we go. £500 already spent adding this on, but that is definitely essential. So yeah, I have a ridiculous number of mods on here. Some of them are going to help me quite a lot, but some of them also make the game harder. One of the ones that's going to help me a lot is the financing option for vehicles, although you don't have... Thanks, Scotty. How are you doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah, financing. So yeah, that's going to be like a massive help in terms of getting equipment sooner, but A, they can repossess your vehicle if you don't pay. B, it gets more expensive if you don't pay. And I'm not very good at leaving money in the bank because I like spending it. So yeah, it's going to be helpful and also a bit dangerous at the same time. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Right, basically parked in a tree. I think that'll do. Just to keep it out of the way for now, and then hopefully by the end of the day I will be able to afford a bit of land to put it on. Right, let's actually have a look if there's anything worth buying in the sale. Not that I have any money, but you never know. If I could get a cheeky little tractor, it would be worth it. But there's even one in the sale. I could have just got that one. Oh, I could have also got a nice Skoda. That might have been good. But anyway, we're stuck with the truck for now. Yeah, there is a couple good tractors in there. I mean, that would be nuts. I don't even think that would fit through most of the gaps on this map, to be honest, so probably not appropriate. But something like that would be pretty good. Not a bad starting tractor. Same with that one as well, that's so cute. But yeah, we're not really in the space for buying a tractor just yet. Right, so let's have another look at the contracts then, see what we got going on. It's also ridiculously warm in my room right now, so I'm hoping I don't have to open the window because I don't really want people outside hearing me, but I will if I have to. Alright, let's collect that. Monies. Cash monies. Right, now there are certain missions like this I could do which are very good paying, but you have to remember that you have to put the fertilizer in first. So I do have enough money to buy fertilizer right now, which is why I'm kind of tempted to do it. Just a little bit. But there's also that 30. Like, that would be... Oh, I should have just kept the telehandler. I could have just cracked on with that. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. 14 grand is pretty tasty. I know I've literally just done a wrapping mission, but 14k is nothing to sniff at. I'm also tempted to do this one, but that's going to take quite a long time with a round baler, I think, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. Phone is on charge now, so I should be able to type a bit easier. Nice, no worries, Jordan. And I think I will do that one as well, because that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Apparently the material's only going to cost me 1500, so yeah, not too shabby. I think I will do that after. And again, I didn't check where this is on the map. That would have been helpful. Ah, 53. Yeah, so when I did that last mission, when I accepted that last mission, both of those fields were flashing, so I was pretty sure it was wanting me to do both. I'm quite glad it wasn't, because that was an easy 9k. And now I get to do this one as well as get paid for it, so winning. This is quite a nice tractor to drive, actually. Pretty smooth. Okay, we're off to a pretty good start, I think. Because that field was only 25 grand, and that was just the first one I looked at. There's probably going to be other ones that are cheaper. I'm very tempted to get a grass field to begin with, because if it's already seeded and stuff, I don't have to mess around with lots of different equipment. I can just start getting like a mower, maybe a wrapper as well. I'm wondering if I can get that bale wrapper as a front loader attachment, because if I can get a tractor with a front loader, it's gonna mean picking up bales and wrapping could be pretty easy. And silage is always a good way to make money. I think it's not as good in this game as it used to be in FS22. Can't really remember. It's not. I don't think I've actually done that much silage myself in this game yet. I feel like the gate's kind of close to this end. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Let's hope I can swing in here without getting caught. Look at that. Too easy. So glad that worked, because I was a bit worried that that was the wrong bales. Like, I wasn't sure if this would wrap square and round bales. Oh, that's cool with the little gates. Yes, I agree, Jordan. It's very cool.
That's what she said.
This is just such a good map. And you can tell it's a very British map, like just the tight, narrow roads, the gates everywhere. Like, I see those gates all over the place. Oh, hello. Don't drive into the bale. But yeah, I didn't think this, I wonder if this does square bales as well, because I feel like this one does. I've never seen, have I seen this doing round bales before? I don't really know. That was so delayed. Yeah, I don't know if, I think stream elements, is, no wait, that would actually be blurb. I wanted that to go off when you said too easy. Just too easy. Yeah, that makes more sense, to be honest, Chris. Yeah, no, I think I was having issues with it last time. I don't know why it's so delayed. But I've had massive issues with like stream elements and everything recently, so I don't know what's going on. Like, why do you start rolling when I drive near you? You were fine. And then you were, oh, and now I've messed up with that. Okay. Let's just rearrange a little bit, shall we? In fact, I'm not even going to go for you, I'm going to go for you. Now, if you move, I'm going to lose my mind. Stay put. And I still missed anyway, nearly. Oh no, Pepsi splashed on my nose. Gross. Oh damn. Well, that's not fun. Fishing bales out of a hedge. I'm guessing they rolled down there. I'm definitely not doing this in a very sensible order either, but it is what it is. What's a bit sad about these missions now is that before you used to get quite a lot of like bonus silage, and it would be instantly fermented. So as soon as you wrap the bales at the end of a silage mission, you could sell them straight away for loads of cash, or you could keep them if you needed them for cows and you didn't have enough food lying around. Now it's all split up. These missions you have to do 100% of the bales in the field, and you don't get to keep any of them. Although I haven't actually tried stealing a bale before, we might try it. And by steal, I mean agree with the farmer before I take the bale off the field, that it's now mine. But yeah, obviously these are just being left behind. I don't know, I haven't seen anyone try and take a bale off the field. And if you get charged for it because it's missing crop, it'd be interesting to find out. I haven't got anything to try it out with now, but when I get a front loader, I'm going to do a mission and just see what it does. See if we can be a bit cheeky and nick a bale every now and then. So already I can see that there's a hell of a lot more bales in this field compared to the other field, which I don't understand why that other mission was so well paid. This is only 5 grand more, but there is more than double the number of bales as the other field, which is nuts. Maybe this is a different farmer. maybe he doesn't pay so well. I feel like I've done this in a bit of a cat-handed order, but I think we've got all the ones at the bottom of the field, so that's pretty good. Just needed to quickly wind around and do all the other ones. I recently have been playing on, I cannot pronounce the name. Jordan, do you remember how to pronounce the name of the field of the of the map we've been playing on? Nanda something? It's a Canadian map. Lots of nice like square and rectangular fields, so none of these awkward shapes, which I both like, and you know, it's just nice sometimes to not have to think about things. But I did a mission of wrapping, and because it was a rectangular field, you looked at a diagonal line and they were just all neatly laid out in a diagonal. It was so satisfying to see. And so easy to do the mission. Like, they predicted it was going to take an hour and 20 minutes to do. I think I did it in about half an hour. It was just so easy. Whereas this one, they're all kind of dotted around. It's a bit awkward. You can't drive in a nice, like, straight line and pick everything up. You've got to maneuver around and get the right angles. I'm sure that... Sorry, John, I've just seen your message. I'm sure they won't mind you stealing their stuff. I mean, you know, just borrowing it without giving it back. I'm just intrigued to see if they've like, if that's a thing that they know might happen and if they've prevented against it. I'm just nosy. I wouldn't do it on the regular, you know, just if I needed an emergency bail. Obviously agreed with the farmer beforehand, not just stealing their stuff. All above board. But yeah, look how nice it is to look across the field and see across the way and just see like fields with tram lines. Like, that is what you would see. At least that's what I see a lot in fields driving around. Super realistic. Love it. And I was really proud last time I played this map of the tram lines that I'd made myself in a field with crop destruction, because I was like, yes, this is how it's meant to be. Stupidly proud of something so simple, but it was so good. It just really makes it feel like this is a proper countryside, you know? Like, why did they just decide to do a little dance when I get near? Are they scared of being wrapped up or something? Is it because my tractor's making the ground rumble around them? Is it ground deformation? Who knows? Deformation, deformation, one of those. Nadenthal? That's the map name, thank you, Jordan. I don't know if I already said that, but... Is a good map, and they've got loads of crops, although spelt doesn't work on the map, which I think we need to report. A bit personal. What's a bit personal? Nadenthal? Gnadenthal? Who knows? One of those. But the lavender on that map, my god, looks beautiful. I wish there were more base game crops, like just things that you can harvest with a normal harvester. This had spelt, rye, millet, buckwheat. Jordan, can you remember any other ones? Oh, poppies. We harvested a big old poppy field. I was a bit confused why you would be harvesting so many poppies. And I was like, are we harvesting heroin here? What's going on? And then I remembered, actually, you put poppy seeds on, like, bagels and stuff. My first thought was heroin, though, because, you know, Schedule 1 and all that takes over the brain. Nadenthal. Nadenthal. Makes sense. Nadenthal. I don't know, does that sound Canadian? I don't really know. Nadenthal.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Hey Cal, how's it going? You know what we didn't harvest though? The spelt. That whole massive field of spelt that we had to destroy. That was sad times. Very sad times. Right. Okay, cool. There's a Deadwood contract, which I'm also tempted to do. I haven't done... Ooh, I don't remember there being any... No, there wouldn't have been wood contracts, because Deadwood is a new thing. Yep, yeah, that was very disappointing. That whole field... How much did that field cost? It was something ridiculous, like 600k? Had a harvestable, like, fully ready crop to harvest. For some reason, spelt was not working on the map, and, yeah... Workers tried it, we tried it multiple times, and in the end we gave up and was like, right, we're just gonna put some grass in, put some, what else we put in? Planted something else. Something beginning with A. It's like, I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it was something beginning with A. Another type of crop that's on that map anyway. Right. It's near Winnipeg and North Dakota. Oh, it's an actual place. Oh, that's cool. Damn. Jordan coming out here with the knowledge. Guessing it's a Google search. Maybe just trained to know Canada really well. I would love to go to Canada. That is definitely on the bucket list. Right, am I going to do this Deadwood contract? Because I'm thinking it might be. Reward per tree. So you only need to cut down 4 trees. I'm just wondering how easy it would be to actually load the trailer with the wood afterwards. Because if I chop them down, that's fine. I get paid for them. But I only get... Oh no, actually it's 8 trees. I just saw that. I only get paid for the tree chopping, which is going to be 1200. Which won't take long to chop them down, but I'd want to sell them. It is indeed. That's my job. The farms are almost all rectangular too. Oh, nice. That's quite cool. Yeah. I mean, the bigger places do tend to have nicer shaped fields. I feel like the English countryside is just not cooperative with anything. Just like all lumps and bumps. No, there's some massive fields actually around Salisbury. But that is the only place down in the south that I've seen fields that sort of size. And I think they would also make some like fields in America and Canada and stuff just look absolutely tiny. Like, yeah, the fields in America and Canada would make the fields in the UK that are big here seem small. From what I've seen anyway. I don't think there's many that are that size, but yeah, around Salisbury near Stonehenge and stuff, the fields are fucking massive. Crazy. I would love to know how much one single one of those fields costs. Because England do be expensive. Right. Let's do a 10k harvesting job. Why not? We're going to have to get some fertilizer. I think I should only need 1 bag. Which hopefully will be a nice quick jobby. I am going to keep scrolling through here. I'm not sure how often the shop refreshes. I do have a few mods which I think has given a few more options here, although I did notice that the shop on the Canadian map also had a lot more stuff. A lot of that stuff was stuff I had actually sold though, so I'm wondering if that's the same here. it sort of appears in the used vehicle sale for a while, and then it sort of goes. That would be very handy to have early on, but you know, we're gonna have to build up slowly. Oh look, John's favourite fertilizer spread is on here as well. I mean, I'm tempted to buy that, to be honest, because I can do so many jobs with that and get paid. To be honest, I might buy that after I've done this contract, actually. Even if I can't move it or do anything with it yet. I feel like that might be worth it. Super Chinmay Productions, don't quit doing this. One day you'll be streaming in front of 1K audience, trust your guts. Thank you very much for popping in. I would love that to be the case, but probably unlikely, but thank you. Is your boy playing WoW at the moment? I can't hear him, but he probably is, yes. If he's not replying, he is probably on WoW. I normally get the shh and hand gestures when I go in when he's playing WoW, so don't take it personal. I can't believe he turned 30 yesterday. Absolute madness. That explains him not replying. Yeah, it's either he's generally being antisocial or he's playing WoW. There's sort of no in between, really. He's also just generally very, like, considering he's always on his phone, he's very bad at not seeing messages. Or maybe that's just an excuse when he doesn't want to speak to me. Who knows? GT, thank you for liking the live. How you doing? $2,395,900. Is that a field near Salisbury? A big old field? How big's the field? Damn, son, that's a lot of money. Could you imagine owning a field that's worth £2 million? I can't. Okay, how the hell do I get there? Okay, so I think I have to go along. I think I know the way. I remember doing this very badly last time, and in fact I think I tried it with a combine and a header trailer and it did not go well. So I think there is a cheeky little lane that goes down the side here. Yes, and then this goes most of the way around. That's the average price of a large farm in the south of England. That is nuts. Absolutely crazy. And the sad thing is they don't make very much money either, so. Alright, how do I get around here? Can I get around the bottom? 1K likes, lol? Is that what I'm on? That's nuts. Or is that how many you've given me, GT? As if so, thank you. Well, that's not the right way, is it? Is it? Where do I want to know specifically? Oh, Jordan, I was talking about the massive, massive fields that are around Salisbury Way. Like, if you drive from, like, down the A303 through Salisbury and you go past Stonehenge, some of those fields are absolutely crazy inside. There used to be this like massive pig farm there, which I think is still there, but I haven't, the last couple times I've driven down to London, I haven't seen it. Who's this dude? Is that Ben? Oh, he's floating. That's a new trick. And yeah, I'd just like to know how much they cost, because they are bloody huge. Right, what am I stuck on? I didn't even fill up the fertilizer spread. What an idiot. Okay, we're going back to the shop, but at least I can go the right way then. I do think I need to go through that field and just go straight down to the bottom of it, pretty much. Bear with you. No worries, Jordan. Brayden, thank you very much for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What map am I on? I'm on Moss Valley. Do you remember the last stream I did on Moss Valley in 22? Such a good map. Such a good map. I'm so happy to be back on this map. This was like the longest standing farm sim series I did on here, ever, because like I quite often get a certain distance and then I'm like, I fancy trying a new map, so then I swap. And because I don't get streamed that often, it means that I don't necessarily always progress as much as I want to. So hopefully this time I won't lose all my progress. I got really upset when I lost this save, when my hard drive corrupted. This was such a good map. I'm tempted to get 2 lots of fertilizer actually, because I'm a bit worried if I don't, I'm not going to have enough and then we have to come all the way back to the shop. It's over there now. Outrageous. Right, load me up. And when I get the like my own equipment and stuff, I will be using like a front loader and stuff to actually lift stuff into the fertilizer spreader. GT, have you been playing much Farm Sim recently? Right, so instead we're going to go through here. And I think we can go all the way around that way. And then I think at the bottom of that is a little cut through to go through. I feel a bit bad driving across this poor farmer's field, but luckily it's only grass. And I'm going to drive around the edge so I'm not crushing all the nice new crop of fresh grass that's coming up. Just under 4 acres. It's 160k. Holy crap. 4 acres is not big. I'm guessing that might be because they're probably trying to sell it with the with the hope that someone wants to buy it to put a house on. I'm guessing. Because surely agricultural land cannot cost that much. Which way do I want to go now? Get me map out. I want to follow this round, I think. I don't think I've ever been down this way before. Been dabbling on it recently. Nice. I feel like there's now so many mods that it sort of brings a bit more interest back to the game. I love mods. Absolutely love them. In case you couldn't tell with my 1300 mods. How have I been? Yeah, not too bad, thanks GT, not too bad. We're about to try and start selling the house again, so that's a bit stressful. Because, yeah, the market's doing sort of weird things at the moment. It's not as good as it was, but then it wasn't good when we came off the market and went back on after we lost our buyer last time. So we can only hope for the best, really. It's just a bit frustrating, but we'll see how it goes. Agricultural land is expensive. Yeah, I know it's expensive, but I feel like I've recently been to a seminar about farming and how the industry is doing in general, which was really interesting actually. Basically, a lot of farmers are having to like diversify and stuff really to survive. Apparently dairy and beef is doing a lot better than expected at the moment, but that could all change. Although I have just realised there is an ad break, so I'm gonna hold up for a second. I think I'm just gonna turn ad breaks off really, they're a bit stupid. That's just for Twitch guys in case people are on other things. Jordan, I can see you're on YouTube, so... Oh, you're on YouTube, that makes a change. I hope I didn't go past the gate. I'm really hoping I didn't go past the gate. So I've just done like a big lap round here. I'm also going to double check crop destruction is on in a second as well. There we go, there's the gate. That's almost all you can do is try. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You just have to literally hope for the best. 100% diversifying is a massive thing at the moment with how the world is. Yeah, it's just such a shame because, like, obviously, yeah, I don't know, it's just hard. You can never predict, obviously, what's going to happen, and no one can switch lanes suddenly. Like, you can't be a massive dairy farmer one year and a I don't know, big pig farmer the next year. Like, it just doesn't happen like that. So if something happens one year, it is such a kicker to the people who are relying on that for an income and also providing food for the country. So, you know, not great. Not great at all. Oh, you're on YouTube and TikTok? That is mad. Proper multitasking. I really need to figure out a way how I can get all my chats in one place, because I've got my multi-chat down there, which has YouTube and Twitch on it. I've got my TikTok chat at the top there, which is completely separate to all the other chats. I have to have a separate Twitch chat open as well, because I can't reply in the multi-chat to anything. So if I need to block someone or ban someone or do something, I have to then go onto that chat at the top. It is just chaos. Whoop, Chloe's on TikTok. Reva, hey, how's it going? Long time no see. And yes, I have finally figured out multi-streaming. I was doing it for a little while on YouTube and Twitch, but now I am everywhere. There's no getting away from me. Good luck trying. If only there was a mod here to ban people. Ah, Callum, I forget you're a mod. To be fair, you don't often pop up on the chat, so I'm grateful you're here. But if it's just me knocking around, then I have to do it. And then I get a bit confused, so. Sap and Reva, hey GT, hope you're well. I'm normally still driving home when you stream. Fair. Fair, you do pretty long days. Don't envy that. I logged off at 4 o'clock today and that was enough. That was enough for me for one day. I'm doing something quite interesting at work at the moment, but it's just really hard. A, because I have to translate Spanish, which is not fun. And B, it's just a bit chaotic, you know? Also, look, I love precision farming. Like, look how easy it makes it to see what you've done and what you haven't done. I could be using GPS right now, but with a field this shape, I feel like it's just going to be more awkward than it is helpful, so. I guess I can be in the circuit and start subbing this year. Hope everything is doing a bit better at the moment, GT. Thanks for liking the live, Reefer. Much appreciated. Callum, do you still mod on your Minecraft server? Or Discord? Or both? Or whatever you do now? Right, hopefully I can get this in a single go. I gave it up years ago. Fair. Is it just RuneScape now? Contract is finished. Glad to hear it, 'cause I can go take this back to the shop. I don't even know what this is. What is this crop? Let's hop out and check. Oh, it's potatoes! I did not think they were potatoes. Damn, that would be one hell of a contract to harvest all those potatoes. Keep messaging me asking to come back, but I CBA telling kids that I'm not refunding them. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, refunding them stuff. They could buy stuff? Oh, this way would have been a much easier way around. Why did I go that way around when I could have literally just driven straight down here? And through that farm, that would have been so much quicker. keep saying to Jack that we should just sell our house and buy some land somewhere, but he's not keen because we would be houseless for many years. And it's a shame we don't live somewhere like Canada where you can just knock up a house and be like, yeah, I live here now. Obviously you can't do that everywhere in Canada, but oh, the freedom. So much less freedom in this country, and also a lot more land, not less land even in this country. Buy stuff on the Minecraft server. Interesting. What, like in exchange for like diamonds or something? I'm guessing it's modded then. That's pretty cool. Ah, Reva, thank you for the raise, much appreciated. Squeezing through in this tractor is not too bad. It's really the harvesters that the issue getting through there. You'd have to have a hell of a tractor to not fit it through there, I think, but... they can use real life money to buy ranks and stuff in game. That's crazy. How times have changed. It's also in-game currency. Nice. Sounds pretty cool. Kind of tactical. Right, do I treat myself to a fertilizer spreader? I don't have a tractor for it, so it seems a bit nuts doing that. But it's half the price of what it normally would be. Ah, Jordan, thank you. I can't actually see what that is. And also, Reva, thank you for the kitty cat. That's cute. Jordan, what are those blue things? My eyes aren't good enough. Also, my screen is tiny for Twitch, which is really annoying. I really need a third monitor. I cannot express how desperately I need a third monitor. There is just so much chaos on this one screen because I have to have everything on here. First world problems, I know, but you know. Also didn't realise I left that poor tractor running that whole time. Oopsie, my bad. Right, I'm gonna buy that fertilizer spreader because I want it. And I can actually afford it, just about. And I think I should have a decent amount of money once I redeem these 2 contracts. We can hope. Actually, you know what? I'm tempted to not return the fertilizer spreader just yet, and I might use it for that big old contract right there. I might even use it for that little contract too, which would be using the same equipment anyway, for that one. Don't know. This might require a couple trips back to the shop to get enough fertilizer, but it's 29 grand, so I think that's definitely worth it. I can't do it right now because I've got too many contracts open, but that's fine. There's my brand new little fertilizer spreader. What a day. Oh, it's a monkey. Thank you for the monkey, Jordan. You got 2 monitors? Yeah, I've got 2 monitors. I could not do it with 1. There's just so much chaos on the screen right now. To be fair, if I had my iPad here, maybe I could do it with 2 screens. No, 1 screen even. It would still be chaos, but I might be able to do it. It is tricky if not. What am I doing? Nope, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that either. I need to accept this one. And then I'm going to leave that one active because I need the equipment from that one for now. And I'm also going to accept this one because I don't want it to run away. Okay, cool. Right, let's buy some more fertilizer. If I can remember where it is. Luckily it still remembers where I was last time. I think I'm going to need at least 2 bags for this. I don't know if I can fit 2 bags in, but I'm definitely going to have to come back for more anyway. I'm thinking if I do the bigger contract first, get that one mostly done, if not all the way done. Because yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to refill anyway, and hopefully if I refill a second time, that's enough to then finish the other contract too. We shall see. I think I'm going to just fully load this thing. Because I might as well, I'm definitely going to need it. Right, so we're off to 34 to begin with, which is just the other side of the farm round the corner. I think the one thing that's a shame is that there's no moving traffic on this map, but I understand why, because that would just be chaos. On the Canadian map, they get stuck all the time, and the overtaking and stuff. Imagine if a car was trying to overtake on these lanes. Would not end well. Have seen it happen in real life, people trying to overtake on lanes. Very stupid idea. But some people are full-time maniacs, so what can you do? And I used to be one of them, but I'm more sensible now. I remember there was one time when I first, it was like a couple months after I passed my test, I actually got air on a little bridge because I didn't realise how steep it was. My friend was in the car and we both just sort of laughed in panic afterwards. And since then, yeah, she's not been the biggest. Actually, to be fair, she doesn't mind my driving now. I don't think. She might pop up and say, hey, I do mind your driving, but it's not as bad as it was. Progress, right? Nice. Right, let's get cracking. Is this more potatoes? That is absolutely insane. Apparently this map loves potatoes. I get why, because potatoes are pretty damn tasty. But that does mean a lot of the harvesting contracts are going to be potato based, and I feel this size is not going to be any fun. I wouldn't mind doing a smaller one, but I would be at this for months if I tried to do this field. Absolutely months. This is the sort of field that you would need at least 2 going, and they're just so expensive. Okay, I've already used... Actually, you know what? 1 full tank might be just enough for this field. I reckon it's going to be frustratingly close because I'm down to 92% and I've done 9% of the field. 91% is about, if I do this perfectly, I will manage to do this mission on 1 tank. Hey, 5k likes on TikTok. 5k likes, that's nuts. How does this work? Is this like literally time someone goes on and like, I sound like such an old person right now. Is it like literally every time someone goes in the stream and literally just taps like a few times and then that sort of ticks it up? Because 5k seems nuts. I don't know what's good on TikTok though, to be fair. Root crops is a multiplayer thing? Yeah, for sure, definitely. Cannot be done really without it. GT, do you remember when FS25 came out to begin with and I think you were there, I tried the carrot contract? And the carrot harvesters had no capacity. I don't know what happened to my voice then, it just sort of broke. I tried a carrot contract, and to do that you have to basically have someone driving alongside the tractor because there's no capacity, so it just dumps it straight on the floor. And if you miss it, it's gone. That crop doesn't just fall on the floor where you can pick it up later, it's just gone. I don't know why those harvesters didn't have capacity because I just think that's dumb. But anyway, trying to get the worker to do even a very simple field, it was just trying to do really wacky things, and I lost so much money on that contract because it was yeah, just not working very well. Not working at all. People have to tap. Yeah, I remember. It was just chaos. But I think they might have, I hope they've fixed that now, to be honest. There are other ways of doing it, so you load it into boxes as well, which I don't think I knew at the time because it was the first time playing the game. So you can buy wooden boxes and load them in. You can spam it endlessly. My thumb's aching. Oh, so what you're saying, Jordan, is that those 5k likes are pretty much solely down to you. Either way, thank you very much. My thumb's aching. You're gonna have thumb muscles for days after today. Right, 71% in the tank, about 33% done on the field, so you never know, might be able to do this in one go. GT is helping, I can't take all the credit. Thanks GT, much appreciated. I thought I saw Jordan's name again. Yeah, Jordan's back. All is good in the hood again. Good to hear. Tis indeedio. Yeah, I'm here and on the YouTube chat. Yeah, Jordan's seriously multitasking today. Alright, let's see if I can whip that round, turn that off for a second, get realigned. I know I could be using GPS for this, but I like to make life more difficult, because why not? Precision farming makes this sort of job so much easier. Love it. So glad it's finally here. I feel like I started replaying this just on time for when this came out, because it's a good mod. I like it. Does mean there's more steps and stuff, like obviously doing the soil samples and everything, but worth it. Right, 56% in the tank, but 50% done. I think we've got this in the bag. A little bit cheeky using the same contract equipment for multiple contracts, but it's worth the pain. Well, it's worth it for me, because I'm just getting away with using the equipment and paying less, but I mean, if the farmers own the equipment and they want you to do the job, I think it's fair enough that you'd lend you their equipment, to be honest. Don't really see why I should pay for it. Doing them a favour. What I think would be cool is if there was a mod that gave you kind of bad equipment. So like it basically made you want to use your own equipment to use on contracts, but it didn't charge you for it. So it gave you kind of like a really small fertilizer spreader and a really small slower tractor, or like a small harvester, so like it made you want to use your own equipment and get better stuff. Known to have that effect on people. Only kidding, it's nice to be back. Well, we're glad to have you back, Jordan. Lol, well, I'm used to not being missed in places, Jordan. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. I was saying to Jordan yesterday, really looking forward to Farmers Dynasty 2 coming out. I'm really hoping that's at some point going to be announced, like the actual date that that's coming out. Really enjoyed playing Farmers Dynasty 1. I did actually play it on stream like quite a while after the game came out, and it was quite a good stream. Like, I really enjoyed it. Everyone was quite chatty. Just good vibes, you know. So hopefully when Farmers Dynasty 2 comes out, same will happen again. Me and Chloe were only talking about you a few days ago. Yeah, we were actually. I think I was saying that I hadn't seen you pop up in stream for a couple streams, GT. I was wondering where you were. But to be fair, I also haven't done a farming sim stream in a very long time, so. Did try a Schedule 1 stream. That was, I feel like that's a hard game to stream, actually. Like, I enjoy sort of watching Breaking Bad whilst I'm playing that game. And I have less to sort of talk about. A, not being a drugger myself. And B, you know, it's just harder when it's like a new game, you've not played it that much, and yeah, I don't know, it's just a bit tricky. I also feel like there's not that much you can do differently on that game to other people, to be honest. Apart from like laying out things. People say that on Chloe on live streams, but as soon as they meet me IRL, they change their tune. I think it's just awkward meeting people IRL, to be honest. Like, I'm a very awkward person. I'm a lot less awkward than I used to be fair. But, like, I'm just super awkward. So it's probably not personal. I just got back from making a cup of it. May have already been suggested. So, may have been suggested. But stream repo. You know, Jordan's been on at me about streaming repo, and do you know what? For a game that's like a cartoon, it stresses me out massively. If I am the last person alive, I just want to jump in a hole and kill myself or feed myself to the demons because I cannot deal with the pressure. It's terrifying. There's nothing worse than wandering around the walls and everyone is quiet because they're all dead. And then you've got to keep an eye out for all the monsters. That's why you should stream it. I would literally be sweating buckets. Sweating buckets. First time me and Chloe met up properly, I went for a hug and she patted me on the head. Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. Yeah, I'm not a huggy person. Someone else did that to me as well, and he was like, I was like, oh, I'm not really a huggy person, and he was like, okay, let's make this the most awkward hug that there ever has been. And he did. How is this field nearly done? There's a massive hole in the middle that's not been covered. I promise I'll try harder to stay alive. Well, Jordan is Mr. Muscles, so she's the one that's the one that gets the power-ups to try and smash up the evil demons. I ain't going near them. I've got a nickname from Ollie. I'm called Anne Frank because I hide in the cupboards. And I stay there for quite a while until I know it's safe to come out. But I don't really want to come out because it's too scary. Alright, there we go. Field done. A few holes here and there, but that's fine. I'm a hugger for sure. Oh, dear. The Pepsi is giving me hiccups. Oh, hang on. Bear with. Let's try and sort these out before they start getting in full swing. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm just generally an awkward person. And if someone's more awkward, like if someone else is slightly awkward, it automatically makes me 20 times more awkward. Like, I'm fine if someone's like really confident and just, you know, good at talking, but as soon as someone's slightly awkward, I then end up being very awkward. I get attached to people easily and get feelings for them too easy. That's fair. I'm like the complete opposite. I think. Yeah, no, I'm the complete opposite. I'm kind of a wary person, I think. Maybe that's why I'm awkward with hugs and stuff. I'm just wary. I'm like, my mum once compared me to Buckbeak from Harry Potter, as well as Raj, like from not Breaking Bad, Raj from Big Bang Theory. Because like, when I'm drunk, I will talk, and so I get that from like, I'm similar to Raj in that respect, where he couldn't talk to people unless he was absolutely hammered. And I'm like Buckbeak because it takes me a while to actually like trust someone. Did someone say attachment issues? Emotional damage. That would have been a good time for that one if someone was thinking about it. Right. Anyway. Oh, the salesman is on a break. Interesting. Oh, yes, I did install a mod that changed the shop times. That's cool.
Emotional damage.
Thank you, Callum. He doesn't look like he's on a break. That is one hell of a tash, though. Let me have a good look. Let me inspect your face. That is a monster tash. I was only half listening. Old school RuneScape took control. I thought so. I thought so. Oh, I just saw inside her head. That was a bit creepy. I cannot get over the size of this guy's mustache. Jack, that puts yours to shame, just saying. I'm full of confidence drunk. I think most people are, to be honest. Right, how the hell do I get there? Okay, so I think I need to go through the farm, straight across in between 33 and 34. And then I think, I don't know if that's a lane there, if I need to go all the way around. I feel like that's a super awkward field to get to. I think we have to go all the way around 21, 22, up the side of 23. Damn, that is a long old way. Better get cracking. It's already midday, not much time. Although I did just make a crap ton of money, so that's good. I can probably afford a field now. Cannot wait. Gonna have a place to park the caravan. Although I'm a bit sad that it doesn't seem to actually have a sleep function. I might be wrong, I might just not be using it right, but it doesn't look like it has a sleep function or any way that it opens. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna put a tent next to the caravan and that's where I will sleep. Can you imagine if I get all the way over there and I run out of fertilizer? I really hope there's enough in there. I think there is. But if I have to come all the way back, fuming. I will be fuming. Probably should have bought another bag just to be safe, but I mean, I did that huge field with like not that much more really than I have now. I think it'll be fine. Alright, which way is the path? There it is. Don't want to drive straight across the fields. That would be bad. Didn't actually check if crop destruction is on. I don't think it is because I think I would have destroyed some of the farmer's crop then. Definitely should think about putting that on if it's not. Although I did go start from scratch mode, which is the hardest, so I feel like that should have worked. Oh, did we find our camping chairs? I don't think we did. I didn't see them in there. In the garage. Where the hell are our camping chairs? Callum, can we borrow your camping chairs, please? I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, that's everything. We don't need anything else. I was looking for a picnic blanket, but I didn't think about our camping chairs. Do I want to go this way? Yes, I do. You've got 5 and Ed and Emily using 2. Oh, nice. Perfect. Well, that works out well. Yeah, I have no idea where ours are gone. Because they're not at my grand's house. They potentially are at my parents' house because they did bury them, but I feel like they did drop them back. It could be at my parents' house. They're not at Jack's mum's house. They're not at our house. There's not that many more places they can be. That is a tree in desperate need of being cut back because no one can see going through there. I'm really glad they've sort of updated like the physics and stuff of this game. The tractors and everything feels so much more weighty. They're not at my house. I'd be very surprised if they were, John. It would be impressive if they were. Unless you stole them. Kidnapped our chairs. Outrageous behaviour. Yeah, no, I honestly... No, we'll find them at some point. Hopefully. Maybe. I mean, mine is the biggest camping chair you have ever seen. It is bloody massive. So the fact that it's missing is a concern in itself. I just wanted to feel involved. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? Can I even fit through there? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Those need chopping back desperately. I feel like someone misplaced a tree or two, you know? I don't think that's meant to be there. A little bit of a gut feeling. Oh, damn. Right, start doing a harvesting contract all the way over here because I have no idea how to get a harvester over here. I have no idea how anyone would get one over this side of the map, to be honest. So in-game, are you going to buy some land, marry Sophie Turner, and have 8 kids and adopt her other 2? I guess you've been watching Wild Homestead, Jordan. Are you enjoying it? Such a good YouTuber. Honestly, it's so good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try and follow the tram lines. I feel like that's a good idea. Woo! Is that woo to the to Wild Homestead, or I'm confusion. Hell yeah, he's odd, but I'm into it now. Yeah, literally, I had the same thought. Oh, hello. Like, the first video I watched, I was like, do I like this guy? Like, he's quite full on, but I feel like he's calmed down a little bit in the later episodes. So he's like a good level of enthusiasm now. But yeah, it's just mad what he's done. Like, literally just giving up a full-on house in the city and just going living in the wilderness. It's crazy. Have I watched The Last of Us? Callum? No, I have not. It's on my to-watch list and has been for a very long time. I really want to watch it, but I feel like it's going to freak me out massively. I really also want to play the games. Like, quite a lot. But I feel like I've seen a couple bits of gameplay of the games and hella creepy. You'll enjoy it? Is it kind of a bit like Walking Dead vibes? Kind of. It's like plant zombies, isn't it? Like fungus people zombie things. I don't really know. But yes, it's definitely on my to watch list. Although every time he says Mother She-Wolf or Thor's tree, I cringe a little. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, no, it's quite funny. Like, his bits get a bit better, I think, as it goes along as well. But yeah, it's a bit strange. Well, I've not seen The Walking Dead. Oh, have you not? Oh, The Walking Dead's so good. I love it. I want to watch every single one again. Every single one. Even the boring bit in the middle. Yeah, it's fungus zombies, basically. Yeah, so I've seen, like, little bits of the gameplay and, like, creepy. Creepy AF. Right, I'm a bit concerned. Actually, no, I was about to say, I'm a bit concerned that... Oh, no, don't freeze. Don't do it. Don't do it. You hated The Walking Dead? What? Get out. Get out of my lobby. It's not super scary? Agree to disagree. Oh, please don't freeze. Why are you freezing now? It's jump scares that I really can't do. Anything that's got a jump scare makes me jump. Like, but not just jump. I jump so hard that I injure myself. So, like, there was a Marvel film. There was a clap in the cinema. And it was literally 2 guys going like that on the film. But because it was quiet beforehand and then the clap was quite loud, it made me jump. I've heard mixed things about The Walking Dead, so I've been uninterested in watching it. Yeah, so it's really good at the beginning. Like, the first 3 or 4 series are really good, and then it goes a bit downhill and it gets a bit muddled, and then it gets really good again at the end. But there's a fairly decent chunk middle bit which is a bit shit. It's not a shit, it's just not that great. It's like not as good as the rest of it. The delay is crazy, and lol, that's not kind, as in the delay between what I'm saying and you seeing. That's not kind. Oh, please don't freeze. I don't know when it last saved. It probably would have last saved at the shop, maybe. I hope. I'm wondering if there's a new mod that I've installed that's doing this, because this is the second time it's crashed today. And it hasn't done this before, so I don't know what's going on. I'm really hoping this fixes itself without crashing. It's not looking hopeful. I'm hoping if I don't touch anything, it's just going to magically start working again. Let's see how hot my PC is. It's not stupidly warm, so I don't think my PC is struggling. I feel like this is since I installed precision farming. So I haven't had this before. And that's one of the only new mods I've installed. I tell a lie. I recently went on a massive installing spree, but it was fine until I installed this. This was one of the last ones I installed. I've got the blue wheel of death at the moment, so I feel like it's not looking too hopeful. Come on. I've got Lonely Island stuck in my head. Mother Lover particularly. I don't know why that's stuck in my head, but because it's a really gross song. But it's stuck in my head right now. Come on. Don't do this to me. I pressed escape and now the sound's juddering. The sound was fine. No, there we go. I can wait for the program to respond or close the program. I don't really want to close the program. Well, this is taking a while. I didn't see Choosers. Thank you very much for subscribing. Much appreciated on YouTube. That's the first time I've actually seen a YouTube subscription pop up during stream, and I'm very sorry that I missed it. But thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Sorry, I was carrying my food. There's a 1 minute delay or so from YouTube. Oh, that's really weird. Also, not the last mod I installed. What was the last one I installed? I feel like because it only appeared the other day. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to close the game and start again. So you're back to me for a second, and hopefully this loads up again quite quickly. We shall see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a minute to eat the rest of my birthday cake. And I say my birthday cake is Jack's birthday cake, because I ate the first slice while stream was loading up, and then I haven't eaten the rest of it since. So I will be back. Hopefully. There we go. It does help if I unmute my mic. At least I realised that before I started doing loads of talking. Jordan, in answer to your question, I actually had that installed beforehand. I just enabled it for that save because I basically disabled all my mods apart from a couple. So, balls, this isn't saved the last big mission I did it? That's so frustrating. I'm tempted to just give myself the money because I have done it. In fact, I finished pretty much both. I'm not going to give What do you guys think? Should I give myself the money from both missions? Because I basically did both of them. Annoyingly, well, I'll shut up then. No, basically, I just obviously selected a few mods to add to that save that were cross-compatible. There wasn't that many. Because most of the ones I like change the scripts of the game, so like that's probably why they also cause crashes, to be fair. I also managed to spill water all over myself, so I've now got a nice wet t-shirt. Gross. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just not going to accept those two missions again. So I think it was that one and that one. Yeah, it was. So I'm just going to give myself 35k. Which is not cheating because I did do the missions. I just lost the game. There was a really good mod actually. I think it was on FS22. I don't think it's on this one. That was like the time saving save thing. So basically periodically the game would just like freeze a little bit, but you didn't have to go into the menu for it to save because normally you don't save unless you go in the menu and then it saves. This just used to do it periodically and you could set like the different time frames you wanted to do it in. But it meant that it periodically saved whilst you were just doing stuff on the map, which is much better than what just happened, which is losing a load of progress. So I'm going to return the other two contracts now because I don't need the equipment. I'm not going to do any more fertilizing contracts because I've done a few now. So yeah, I'm going to collect both of those and then let's admire that bank balance. 61k in the bank. Let's have a look at some land. And actually maybe let's have a look at some tractors too. So I couldn't really afford a tractor to begin with. Now I might be able to. That one would be very nice, but I think that's quite expensive for not that much tractor really. I'm quite tempted by that one, but I do want a front loader. Can that have a front loader? It has a hell of a lot of things you can add to it. Annoyingly, a front loader is not one of those things. So we won't be getting that one because I desperately want one with a front loader. I'm going to be probably looking for some land that's already got some grass on it, and then start working towards getting all of the like grass equipment that I need. See, that one can have a front loader. 44k. I feel like that's not too shabby. And it already has a front loader attacher on it as well, actually. Interesting. If I buy that, I can't really afford that much land, but I could finance it. Story of my life. I could finance it. I'm going to get that over 2 years. Do I want over 2 years? 4k a month doesn't sound bad. I'm going to go 2 years to be safe because that's only £2 a month and I can probably pay it off quicker than that. But yay, I have a tractor and it only cost me £2 and now I can actually do fertilizing contracts with my own equipment, which is lovely. But now let's have a look at some land because I want to get started on a field. And by get started I mean I just want to own a field. Give me some land, damn it. Right, 22k, that is really good. I could buy that outright right now. I could also buy this field. So basically in the 22 version of this map, I ended up buying most of this corner. And then I decided I was going to move farms and I bought this, which is actually a very reasonable price. I could just buy that straight away now. It's only 27 grand. I think it also comes with an animal pen. You know what? I'm going to drive over... Not with this. I'm going to take the little truck. I'm going to detach the caravan because I feel like driving around with that attached is going to be a bit tricky. I love that the needle on the dash moves with this. Like as you put your foot down, you see the little speedometer increase. I haven't actually noticed that on any other vehicles. I'm sure other vehicles do have that too, but I just love the old-fashioned dial. Bit annoying that it's American side It's a very American truck, to be fair, but yeah, not really in keeping with the map, but that's fine. But yeah, it'd be really nice to start with this farm. I do normally like I like setting up my own farm, but because last time I was on this map, I bought this and I didn't get a chance to really play around with the farm because obviously lost the save and everything after I'd done so much work. It would be quite nice to start with a farmyard and then build from there. At least then I've got a place to put equipment and stuff. I don't know why my map's on my phone. Or my map's on my watch. Who knows? But it does look like we have a little cow pen to start with, so that's pretty cool. So that collects the milk, presumably. I don't wonder how many animals you can actually fit in there. Doesn't look massive. Oh, don't you dare freeze again. It's frozen. What mod is causing this? I wish there was like a crash log. I don't think there is a crash log on Farming Sim, is my feeling. If this crashed again, I'm gonna have to figure out what's doing it. I might disable precision farming, which would be really annoying. I am wondering if it's not compatible with this map. But then again, I feel like if it's not compatible, it doesn't show you the fertilizing and stuff on the field. So maybe it's just... I didn't have this problem the other day, so I'm thinking. But then again, Jordan, we didn't have this problem with precision farming on the other map, but then it had a lot less mods on there. There is sort of the developer mode, but does that record? Reckless Raid Runner, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you streaming? Welcome, welcome, everybody. If you wouldn't mind giving Reckless Raid Runner a follow, much appreciated for the love. How's it going? You have caught me at a time where my game has just crashed for the 3rd time this evening, so I'm hoping it sorts itself out, but I don't think it's gonna. No, we didn't have any crashes. It will give you any errors. Okay, I think I might have to figure out what is causing this. I'm okay, you. Yeah, it's been a really good stream so far, minus the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. But this is the second crash I've had quite quickly. And I don't know what's causing it. I'm wondering if it's precision farming, because that's the most recent mod I installed. But I don't know. Have I got the blue wheel of death yet? You were on farming? Nice. Farming sim or a different farming game? I've also been really obsessed with Ranch Simulator recently. That is such a good game as well. Absolutely love that game. Jordan and I have a bit of a massive empire on the go on that game. We've got all the animals, and it crashed less than this game today. Yeah, for FS25. Nice. What map are we playing? Such a good game. This is not really showing off how good the game is because it crashes, but it's probably my fault for having so many mods. Yep, we got the blue wheel of death now. Ay. Alright, let's close the program and let's start again. I'm gonna disable precision farming and see if that fixes it, which is really sad because I love precision farming. Oak Bridge Farm, nice. I don't know which one that one is. I don't know if I've seen that one before. I feel like I've got that installed but I haven't played it yet, which is what I tend to do with maps. I download a load and I'm like, oh, what do I fancy today? And then I'm like, oh yeah, don't fancy that map, let's try a new one. Also Matilda, welcome. If anything, we have too much money. We definitely have too much money. We need to start buying all of the equipment for farming. And just get cracking. Oak Bridge is Calmston. Oh, is it? Oh, I love Calmston. That's a good map. Right, bear with. I'm just going to quickly uninstall. Actually, no, I'm not going to uninstall it. I'm just going to disable it on the game and hope that that fixes everything. I love that you can search now. I don't know if that was... I feel like that's a base game thing that you can search now on like the mod page. Do you remember when you had to scroll through the entire mod page? So annoying. Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that because it's right at the top. There we go. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to very quickly go and check and see if it says... I feel like precision farming should be compatible with like all of the maps because it is a base game. It's like made by Giants, but then if Moss Valley came out before, it might not support precision farming. I don't really know. So like, before you had to be careful and you had to like go through the descriptions and see if it said this is compatible with precision farming. It doesn't say that it's not, but it doesn't say that it is. So I'm just going to disable that and then reload. And let's hope for the best. Old Calmston, yeah, that was such a good map. There were so many like YouTube series on that as well. I am attempting to play Moss Valley. It's not going so hot right now because of the crashes, but hopefully it is gonna work now. We're just loading up again, and we're gonna hope that it doesn't crash for a 4th time today. He had to rename it as too many people IRL were visiting the farm. Oh really? Oh, that's nuts. That must be pretty cool. Like, I mean, obviously not everyone appreciates people turning up on their land, which is fair enough. Or I don't know if that's he actually owns that land or if he just modeled it off of another farm. But it's, yeah, I can imagine that getting quite annoying. But also, how cool would it be to actually make a map that's so popular people actually want to like visit where the map was based? Right, hopefully this will load fairly quickly. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you for the follow, Gemsy Lou. Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the Cutie Pie team. Hey, thank you for the first time chat. How's it going? Right. Sadly, I'm going to have to just redo everything I just did, which was give myself the money for the contracts that I did do and didn't get the money for. So that was 35,000, which was actually a bit less than what I would have got, but came with the raid. Well, welcome in. Yeah, just having a few technical difficulties, which I would like to say doesn't happen often, but it happens at least at the beginning of every stream. Normally it figures itself out by midstream and we're fine, but today the game's not playing ball. So yeah, fingers crossed disabling that has helped. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this tractor because I already bought this tractor in the last bit. Oh no, I didn't want to do that anyway. Did not want to do that anyway. I was going to lease this for 2 years. Pay it off over time. And then the other thing I wanted to do was I was going to potentially buy, I think I am going to buy this bit of land. I think it'd be cool to have a farmyard from the get-go pretty much, because it's just a place to store stuff. And then also I did want to get cows anyway, so it's quite handy that it's got a little cow area already stood up and ready to go. So I don't think it's going to fit many cows, but potentially that could be expanded into that field. I don't know, maybe, who knows. I'm not going to buy that field straight away because it's got I think it was wheat or something growing in there, and ideally I want grass, so I'm not going to buy that, but I am going to buy that bit of land now. Just fully commit, and I'm going to see what the capacity is of that in a second. And then the final thing I'm going to do is accept the contracts, and then I'm going to save so I don't have to do it all again. Chaos. Always chaos. Right. Save. So we don't do that again. All the money. Yep. All the cash monies. I think I've even got like 30k left over. I do. What a day. Right. Okay. Now let's have a look at grass. Grassland. And actually, can I see the capacity on here? No. Maybe I have to go over there and see. What was I saying I was going to do? I was going to look at land, wasn't I? Yep, so now we own this little patch of land, which is actually quite a big patch of land. I'm quite glad that's only 27k. Especially as it comes with, like I said, the cow pen. There was a ridiculous number of barns on that one bit of land. Quite cool to own that whole bit as well, because there's quite a decent chunk of land there. Not yet though, because it's quite expensive. That is also grass, and that's only 59k, which isn't bad. So a couple more contracts, I could probably afford that as well, which is ideal. So let's see what else is available on the contract side of things. I'm not doing any more fertilizing. I've done so many fertilizing missions today. I say that it's only been like 3, 4, can't remember. I think it was 3, but that's enough for now. Let's do something else. I've done 2 bale wrapping ones. I am tempted to do some actual baling ones, but I feel like that's going to take a really long time because that looks like quite a big field. Ooh, I quite like that baler though, that's cool, but again, a weird shaped field, so I don't know if I can be bothered with that right now. These are the 2 contracts that I had done already and I've already collected the money for, so I'm not doing those at least in this in-game day. Decisions. There's not actually that much other options, to be honest, so I could do a little bit of mowing. I might do that one because that's quite a cute little mission. And that's a field that I used to own in the last game save, so I might do that one. And I attempted to do both of these, to be honest. There is also a harvesting mission on the field that's right next to the field that we own. I lose 2 ground by doing it though. Unreal. Axe, please. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I think I'm going to bury these items to do a harvesting because I haven't done harvesting today. And that sounds fun. Let's mix it up a little bit. Oh, don't you dare freeze whilst you're loading in stuff. Why are you doing this game? What have I done to you that is causing you so many problems? Nope, we're good. We're back. I think it was just taking it. I'm hoping that was just purely a case of it was just trying to load in the equipment. Alright, pray for good things. Pray for good things. Right, so yeah, anyway. You might be able to see that this shop is a bit tricky because of how tight everything is. A bit like everything on this map, everything's just so squishy. Like, I can't really get a great angle to attach that on, but that's gonna have to do. I don't know why I jumped out of the tractor, that wasn't what I was planning on doing. And I am gonna have to get this on the trailer, which means... Actually, I'm gonna use the tractor to pull out the header trailer, I think. Just 'cause I think that's gonna be easier than trying to use the harvester to pull it out and then putting the header on the trailer, so... I'm a bit nervous how this is going to fit through the farm into the field. Time will tell if it does actually fit. I will probably drive the header over with the actual combine, but I think whilst I'm... Yeah, I think it was just going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to fish it out with the actual combine itself. Alright. Not a bad aim. Alright, leave you running. Put you out of the way and easy to access. Stick you over here for now, I reckon. It's so weird watching the characters run around in first person. In third person even, that's not first person. Oh, I think yeah, there we go. Nailed it. It's so hard to actually see anything. You can sort of see the header in the mirrors and stuff, but it is tricky. Right, driving this over is going to be interesting. It's such a tight turning to get into that farmyard area. So, and I can't remember if that turning there actually led into the farmyard. I think it did. But I think that turning might be even worse with the header trailer to get round than it will be to actually go straight into the farm entrance. Oh, hello. Well, that's not a good start, is it? Tried to go wide, but I clearly went too wide because I forget that this steers with the back of it rather than the front of it. Okay, hopefully I can get round. Nearly. Oh, don't freeze again. What are you doing to me? And it's showing off my shame as well. There's a tree there. Yeah, you might be right about that, Jordan. At this point, the game's just messing with you. Literally, I don't know what is going on. Callum sent something in the server chat, but I can't see what it is. Oh, stop buying games. Yeah, I have bought a few games recently. Schedule 1, Repo. All good games, all good games. Alright, yeah, the game is just frozen again. If you guys do want to join the DC, there is a link on Twitch for you to join. Game said not to date, literally. Oh, there we go. Right, whilst it's still freezing, touch wood, it hasn't fully crashed yet, so maybe precision farming was part of the problem. Although, I say that, and next time it freezes, it's going to kick me off, isn't it? So, as we're here, and it has just frozen again, I'm going to quickly save the game. I'm wondering if it's because it's, like, not saving in regularly. No, because then it's only been saved not that long ago. I haven't been faffing around for that long. I was going to say maybe it's, like, not saving regularly enough because I'm not going in the menu enough, but it has literally just crashed and I have literally just started this save again, so shouldn't be a problem. Right, I really hope this is going to fit. I also didn't actually check. I'm pretty sure there is a gate in here somewhere to get in that field, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Well, I can't go that way. Oh, I have to go, okay, so I have to get, oh, this is going to be tricky. Okay. We have to back it all up, and I'm going to have to do this in this view, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, boys. I need to back it up enough that I can swing round, preferably without hitting something. I'm going to jackknife a little bit, but... Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, that's totally what I planned. No, I did not go back far enough, did I? Ay, ay, ay. What a disaster. Alright, let's start that again, shall we? If I can. Let's reverse that a lot further this time. Maybe this would have been easier with the tractor rather than trying to use the harvester to swing around here. Now I'm going to hit the house because I'm too close to it. Gently does it. Take the header trailer off, use the tractor. I think I'm going to have to. Second attempt is not going well also. Yeah, let's just do that. Super smooth. I know, right? And I'm just going to use the buildings to bounce off of, because why not? GT was also thinking the same thing. Good call, guys. No way I'm getting through there. Alright, got a little bit of a jog back to the shop to get the tractor, but that's fine. Actually, you know what? I might as well just use my tractor and bring that over. Seeing as this is going to be its new home. Oh, Just casually running through the bushes. As you do. See, I'm looking at this person running, this character, which is meant to be me. I'm thinking I could run faster than this. She's not running very fast, but I know I would be dead in like 2 seconds, so I don't really know why I'm thinking that. Chatting bare beans. Run, Forrest, run. She's getting there. She's getting there. But yeah, obviously trying to do this semi-realistically, so trying not to tab between things. Which is always the bane of my existence. Actually, do I bring my tractor or do I bring this? I'm going to bring this because if not I feel like I'm going to forget that my stuff is here. Or I'm going to need my stuff here when it's not here. And then I'm just going to have to walk back over, so we'll just use this for now. The most unbelievable part of this game is the belief that Chloe would run that far. Yeah, it's not realistic, is it, Callum? I might walk it if you forced me. To be fair, I have been more into walking recently. Jack will probably disagree with that statement, but the weather's been so nice recently. It's actually made me want to go outside and enjoy it. Right, so I'm going to put the trailer... Maybe it was a terrible idea doing that first, actually. I need to move the header out of the way first, probably. Oh, we're basically like on top of the bloody trailer. Harvest header, whatever you want to call it. We'll get there eventually, guys, I promise. Right, let's leave that there. And hopefully that's enough room to get this round. You know what I didn't think of doing, which would have been so much easier, is I could have just reversed the header down that gap instead. And I wouldn't have had to try and do a weird turn with the actual header attached, because I could have just reversed it down here, and that would have been a much better idea. Hindsight is great, isn't it? Although I say that and I can't actually see what I'm doing, so. Nope, wrong way. That way. Am I coming to the gym in the morning? Can't wait. Sorry, I've missed a message from GT. Smooth, not gonna lie, but why do things the easy way? Well, yeah, I don't like doing things the easy way, do I? I do like to make life difficult. I need to get back to the gym after I return from Amsterdam. Yes, do be loving the gym. But Callum, to answer your question, no, I will not be going at 6 o'clock in the morning to the gym. Because I already have to get up super early to get to work tomorrow. And make sure I am packed and ready for the weekend as well. Right, can I squeeze around the harvester without having to get out and move it? Nice. Finally. Right, I'm thinking if I get this as close as I can actually to here, I should have enough room to get the header off the actual trailer. Right, let's turn that off for a second. Ay, what a palaver. And also, sell the houses, open your yard up. That is probably a very good idea. I will most likely be doing that for sure. Axe, please. Thank you very much for the heart. Much appreciated. Is it a heart or an apple? It looks like a heart. I'm assuming it's a heart. Yeah, I don't know which ones I would sell, to be honest. I feel like I like the one in the entrance, but I feel like that's the most awkward one, to be honest. Although then again, that big long one is sort of in the way, but there's also like debris behind it, so I don't know if I solve that one, if that goes, or if I can get rid of it. Actually, no, I'm going to quickly go into the shop menu. And by the shop, I mean the construction menu. I want to see if I can get rid of the clutter. Doesn't look like I... Oh, I can. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Okay, so I could get 10 grand if I demolish that long shed as well as the debris. That might be a very good idea. I quite like that shed, and I feel like that would be really handy to put bales in for the cows, so I want to keep that. But yeah, if I got rid of that shed, that would make it a lot easier to get around there. Don't know myself, just wanted to support, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Do you play this game at all? Right, so I'm not going to be able to pick up the straw, so there's no point putting the straw thingy-majiggy on. I am going to give the steering assist a go, although that doesn't seem to be working. Why is it doing lines across? That is so weird. What's going on there? Okay, maybe I won't be using GPS for this then. Well, that would also help, wouldn't it? I haven't seen that before where it hasn't brought up the lines in the middle. Maybe I've just broken the game completely. It's just saying give up for the evening. Do it again better next time. I do need to figure out, maybe I'll have a look at like common sort of incompatibilities between mods, because yeah, there's definitely something going on. It is showing the lines, they're just very faint. Is it? Oh, you are right, GT. I am just being blind. If you look at them at the right angle, you can see them. To be honest though, there's quite a few niggly bits. I'm wondering if that's one line or if that's like multiple different lines. Let's give it a go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I was on the wrong menu. If I do two, I don't want to do an offset either. I was just trying to get the game to work. Right, let's do that. Don't want to see the lines because I don't like seeing the lines. Okay, apparently it's active. Oop, does help if I turn it on, doesn't it? There we go. No AI for you. I need the AI. I'm not skilled enough to do this well otherwise. Yeah, so I've got quite a few mods on this save. One of them is like the extended straw mod, so like more crops have straw than they would do in base game, which is very handy when you've got cows and stuff. Obviously won't be picking up the straw from this one because obviously not my field. Lorna, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Jordan, are you watching? So you're on TikTok and on YouTube. Is the delay bad on both, or is it worse on YouTube? Hello, hi. Hello. Are you feeling better today? Yes, I see that. Hello, are you testing the different chats now? No, thanks for asking. They are. Hope you feel better soon. It's weird that there's like a cold going down, like, or a flu going around like mid. Well, I say mid, like in the nicest weather we've ever had. I know obviously it's not always, it's not like based on weather and stuff, but it sucks to have a flu in like the really nice heat. So GT, have you had it like, obviously like that faint before? Because I've never seen the lines being that faint on the GPS. The delay on YouTube is so far behind. You've just hit the second corner. Oh damn, that is behind. I wonder why that is. Do you reckon YouTube are like pre-approving it before it actually streams? No, you haven't? Okay. Don't know what I've done then. I've been blaming the kid, but honestly, he's been fine, so I have no idea where I got it from. I feel like someone else, I can't remember who it was now, someone else said they've got a cold. Oh, there's someone at work that's got, like, had a nasty cold recently, and they're still very, like, I think they had it last week, and they're still very, like, snotty and stuff, so maybe they've had the same flu that you had. Oh, well, that's not the line I was hoping for. You're not even on a line. Okay, I'm just ignoring you because you're being silly. Are you actually doing the right thing? I think so. Yes, this is what I mean. When you get a funny shaped field, like you've got multiple lines, so sometimes it's just easier to ignore it and just do what you're doing. I can see you read the chat here, and then maybe a minute or two later saying you say it on YouTube. Oh, wow. It's mad that there's such a delay. Ew, not a week. I was hoping it would magically disappear tomorrow. Well, to be fair, I think she was feeling better not that long after. But also, don't forget, there is also hay fever around, so maybe she also has hay fever. I don't really know. Either way. I hope I don't get it, because I really don't want another cold this year. So grim. Although, to be fair, this year I think has been better than the last couple years, cold-wise. There was like a phase where it just felt like me and Jack were constantly ill. No good. No good at all. So I feel like we've had enough colds to last us a good few years. Definitely keep away. Ah, dear. Yeah. I was very glad that she didn't come into the office with the cold, because I was like, if I'd gotten ill this weekend, I would have been really upset. Like, any other weekend, don't really mind so much, but like, this weekend when we've booked to go away, it's one of the worst times. But at the moment, all I've got is hay fever, so fingers crossed, let's hope it stays that way. Hay fever and alcohol intolerance. It's a good combination. Well, actually, I did have a drink last night, also was fine. Had a drink last week, was also fine. So there's obviously some certain alcohols I can tolerate. Just need to figure out the right ones. Don't know why I thought it'd be easier to go this way around, but we'll go with it. Don't question the madness. Nothing quite like sleeping in a field to sort out your hay fever. I know. I'm gonna have to bring double doses of hay fever. I've put my like nasal spray in my bag, a pack of tablets. I might have to pick up another pack of tablets, like if I'm still having problems. But today has been like, I woke up feeling horrendous. As soon as I had a hay fever tablet, I was fine. It hasn't been ridiculously bad. I've definitely had years like when I was younger that I had hay fever so much worse. So yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Depends if they've just cut the grass or not. If they've just cut the grass, then I'm screwed. But time will tell. Right, yeah, I think this bit has been split into multiple lines, so I'm just gonna do this edge freehand. And then I can't remember which which line is the right one for I'm gonna have a quick look, see what this says, if I can actually see the lines. Okay, so it's like pretty much straight up and down the field. Not too bad. This year is the worst for pollen too. As in, like, is that just because it's been so warm recently? I feel like going... I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ignore the AI. I think that's a silly way of doing it. I'm going to be turning around so much, going lengthway, like, down the narrow part of the field. I might as well just go this way around. Yeah, fingers crossed. If this has been like a particularly bad year pollen-wise, hopefully that means overall I'm not as allergic to plant sperm as I was several years ago. Like, I used to be so bad before that I would literally have to like shut all the windows in the house and just shut myself away for days, and it was so disappointing because like my sisters never really had hay fever, so they'd be outside playing and I'd just be inside dying. There was one year when my baby sister Georgie was born, and she didn't really deal well with the heat, which is another thing I struggle with. Which is another thing I struggle with as well. Like, heat is not my cup of tea. Like, a good 20-degree heat is perfect. Much higher than that and I can't cope. But she was obviously struggling with the heat because she was young and didn't enjoy the heat. I was dying with hay fever, so we just chilled inside and watched TV whilst everyone else was outside watching tennis and having a barbecue on like the grassy bit outside. It was a fun time. It's tree that's worse, I think. Tree, as in like instead of grass. I wouldn't. That makes sense actually, because Jack and I were driving home from the gym the other day, and we were. I was absolutely fine. My hay fever was just chill, and then we obviously went past something in particular, which was in a foresty bit, which just sent me off like crazy, and I could not stop sneezing. Also, honey, welcome on TikTok. How's it going? Crazy to hear that out of context. Well, we were talking about hay fever, so I feel like it was perfectly in context, but if you weren't listening, I see your point. Yeah, not as neat my plan, but it is working better, I think. Like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that. Didn't mean to latch onto a line. I was just trying to lower my header. Screw the AI, I know better than the AI. Just don't let it hear me. So yeah, I think if I can buy this field, which comes with this nice big green bit, potentially I could get more animals and stuff, or just to turn it into an actual grass field that can actually be cut and turned into what the words I'm looking for, hay and such. At least you're not missing any of it. Is that sarcasm, Jordan? To be fair, it's only little bits I'm missing. I can pick them up after. And actually the area made me miss that little chunk on the edge, so it doesn't always know what it's doing. I don't know what you mean. I'll pick them up at the end, don't you worry. No good grain goes to waste, right? I'm actually tempted to start at the other end. I think that edge is a bit straighter than this edge. I say start, continue. Oh, there was no point doing that actually because I'm already nearly full. Silly. on the plus side, I am actually on the right side to unload this now, so that's good. So I'm gonna leave that folding out, quickly jog across the field. Only crushing a little bit of the oats, fine. I'm going to grab the trailer. This will probably be the last contract I do tonight, to be honest, because yeah, I do need to get a decent night's sleep and get up early to pack everything, get ready for the day. And I've got a long old work day as well tomorrow, so yeah, it's gonna be a busy one, but this has been a great stream so far. I made a lot more money than I thought I was going to. Like last time I did this style of save, it was like really hard. Like the contracts were, I don't think they were as well paid. I feel like they're definitely better, because yeah, this has been a lot more progress than I was expecting to make today, so I'm very happy with the amount I've done. I cannot see a thing. How people do this without like actual cameras and stuff in real life is just beyond me. I feel like you definitely have to have someone shouting at you to tell you like, you're gonna hit a house, stop. If not, it's just nuts. Crazy. So yeah, the other thing I have installed is a mod that lets you complete the contract when you've 100% completed the contract. So when the game decides you're done, for some reason it now cuts you off and you're not actually allowed to complete the rest of the mission. That is not, I literally just ran over to jump in the harvester. What are you playing at? So yeah, you can't actually complete the rest of the contract, which is really annoying. Especially for a harvesting contract, you have to be really careful if you're not playing with any mods. Like how much you delivered to the sell point, because if you deliver too much, you're going to complete the contract before you've actually finished harvesting everything off the field. Which is just dumb. So dumb, because then you don't get the little crop bonus that everyone loves. But at least there is a mod that does mean that you can 100% complete the contract. When I first started playing the game, that was one of my biggest pet peeves. And what does everyone think of the fact that the grass missions that will split up into like different bits now? I really liked having like a full silage contract to do and doing all the different steps of it, not just the wrapping or the baling or the mowing, like doing the whole job. That was my favourite. This is so much better for multiplayer, because you could have someone running the mower and then someone coming behind and rowing it up and all that sort of stuff. And now you have to do it all separately. It's just a bit less involved, unless you're working on your own land, obviously. I forget how much this contract was worth. I want to say it was only like $6 grand, and I think the equipment was quite expensive too, so I'm probably only going to get like $7 grand when I've sold everything. That's probably even pushing it, maybe $5.5 grand, which is a shame because this was actually quite a decent chunk of work. It's nice if you're on a solo game with big fields, but I wish it was the whole thing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I see what you mean about solo play actually, because like it's that sounded really gross. Didn't mean it like that. It's nice, yeah, if you don't have to do the whole contract, or you just don't like a bit of it, because Jordan, I know you said you used to hate the baling bit. Or was it picking up the bales? On like that stage of the multiplayer, like if you're doing that sort of contract, but Ah, damn it, I missed a bit. Better go back or Jordan will shout at me. Yeah, so obviously, like, it was just so much better, like, having everyone working on one field at the time. It's just a bit more interesting. But yeah, if you're playing on a single player save, I'm gonna rephrase that because I think that sounds better. I kind of get it. But I didn't mind, like, doing the mowing and then trotting back to the store to grab the rest of it. It's the bale wrapping and also windrowing I hate. Oh, see, I quite like windrowing. I think that's really satisfying. Seeing it all go up into a nice neat row. Right, I'm going to quickly grab the little bits that I've missed because there do be a few little bits. Actually, those bits missed over there, that was the AI. The AI made me miss those bits because I was locked onto a lane at that point. Not this little chunk here though, that was definitely me. I don't even know if that's actually registering as any grain. Cleaning up the fields. Gotta get every little bit. That literally counted for 1 litre of grain. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, there we go. Another litre. 2 whole litres I have saved. I'll do the other bits at the top separately. I'm really hoping all of this fits in the trailer because I really can't be bothered to try and squish the combine somewhere really awkward to try and unload it. I do also need to check where I actually need to go to sell it because I didn't check that before I took the contract either. I'm not very good at checking things. It probably would be a better idea. There's one sell point for bales, particularly on this map, that if you've got a trailer that has not got a I always forget what it's called. It's like a single axle over like a dolly attachment, but I don't think it's actually called a dolly. I just don't know what the name for it is. That if you have one of those trailers, like, you just have to drive at a really funny angle to actually get it on the trigger, because I don't know how anyone can actually reverse those things. I'm not convinced. It's a dolly trailer. Thank you, GT. I'm not convinced that it is even a possibility to properly reverse those things. Like, it is just nuts if anyone can do it. Right, we'll get those last little bits at the end. And hopefully that is one single little lap to finish off with. Oh, nope. Nearly got injured by my wheel then. Flinging around. Right, there we go, Jordan. Are you happy now? Is that a clean enough field for you? Not a single speck left, apart from that teeny tiny little speck there, which I'm tempted to leave just to annoy you. Now I'll get it on the way, seeing as I'm going over here. There we go. Completely clean. Beautifully clear. Eloise, welcome back. Eloise, it sounds so weird calling you that. Krez, welcome. How are you doing? I did just see that you've messaged me as well, but I didn't see what the message was. How rude. What can I say? Right, there we go. Ah, Krez, I was actually telling everyone earlier about the time that I made us fly over the bridge. That was a great time, wasn't it? Right, so that's the field, but what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why is it so far away? There really needs to be a path up that way. Right, off we trundle. Final task of the day. Getting all this sold. Then it's job done, guys. End of stream. I am planning on streaming next Thursday at the moment. But if you want to join the Discord, which is !DC, you can get some updates there. Ah, Christopher, thank you very much for the resub. 23 months.
I forgot
You're
to
almost at
resub.
your 2-year anniversary. How do you feel? Long time subscriber. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Christoph. Christoph. Old. Well, I wish I could disagree with you on that one, but I can't, so I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I also have grey hair now. You forgot about Prime subs. Well, if you fancy chucking one my way, Cal, I won't mind. Won't complain. Hey. Well, Jack turned 30 yesterday, so he's also old. Hype train incoming! Whoop, whoop. Thank you very much. Oh, and Eloise as well. Oh, and... Oh, hang on. Holy crap, I missed a lot of things. Bear with a second. GT, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That is much appreciated. That's why Eloise subbed. I just realised what had happened. Crazy. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And there you go. Oh, it doesn't pop up, Callum, but thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I haven't seen one of those in many a time, so that is much appreciated. What a way to end the stream. And we got a raid today. Oh, that reminds me, if someone on Twitch can find me someone to raid, GT, if you're still there, somewhere around, you're normally good at finding someone. Yeah, we do need to raid someone because I did get the love shared with me. And a sub as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. 14 months as well. Christ. Christ on a cracker. Setting a new record. Keep going until the clock runs out. I think we're already at the at the limit of that, but thank you very much for everyone who just subbed. Much appreciated. But Krez, there you go, that's your first sub, I believe. Enjoy. Thank you very much again, GT. Much appreciated. Yeah, I definitely need a new screen. Oh, I need to make my multi-chat slightly bigger so I can actually see what's happening, because way too many things happen in too quick succession, and I can't see it there and I can't see it there, so it's no good. It's no good. Need another monitor. Absolutely outrageous behaviour, but thank you so much again, guys. Hold that thought, I'm out of the loop with the FS streamers. No worries. yeah, to be fair, I need to pop into more people's streams. Like every time I see them, I only see the notification when they've stopped streaming, which is really annoying. Right, what we'll do is we will drop this off at the shop. Nope, at the sell point. Drive the tractor back to the store. And that's where we will conclude the stream, I think. I haven't quite done a full in-game day today, so I will probably continue off on this day in the next stream and maybe do one more contract. We'll see if anything else good pops up. Have I turned the dead zone down on my wheel? Yes, I've turned it down as much as I can. Before it used to be really bad. It used to have to be literally like a 90-degree turn before it would actually do anything. This is the lowest I can have it without getting the... What's the thing called where you get like stick... It was like stick drift. And it would just like... Yeah, this is the lowest I can have it. I think it's on 2 or 3%. A repo stream? Yeah, we can do a repo stream. Callum and Jordan have both asked, and Ollie have also asked if I can stream repo at some point, so maybe I'll do a repo stream at some point, but that is definitely not a midweek stream, so we can join a repo stream. That is acceptable. Maybe it'll encourage me to actually do a repo stream in future. Ugh, these trees, they need to go. Someone needs to chop them down. Repo. I can't relate to the wheel issue. No, but you've got a ridiculously sensitive wheel that is very difficult to steer with. I honestly don't understand how it's so sensitive. Oh, did you look up to see if there was like any software for it? Yeah, I meant for the raid. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm happy to do a raid someone who is streaming repo because... Oh, you are. Have you got anyone you'd recommend, Callum? Right, I'm sort of just driving over here and hoping for the best. I'm pretty sure this is where I need to go this way. You completely forgot to look. I'll have a look shortly. It'd be funny if there was like just a really simple like button you had to press, like lower it. Smizy? I'm guessing. Yeah, I will have a look at that shortly. If I can get the trailer over the bumps. There probably is. It would be very... Oh, Smith. Yeah, that'd be really handy if there is. Pronounced Smitty? Jack will know him. Oh, okay. Interesting. What the hell? Did I unload the rest that was in the harvester? Only 79% transported. Are you kidding me? I swear. If I lose another contract's worth of money, I'm gonna lose my mind. Right, I kind of want to go down that lane, but I don't think I can go that way. But can I go down this way? Is this the way that I came? I can't even remember. Looks like the way that I came. There's track marks. Smitty, that's a coincidence. There's a lad in my group who I play FIFA with. Ah, that's cool. Wonder if it's the same person. I cannot believe that didn't work, because there was not a drop left on the field. The only thing I can think of, I feel like I did unload the grain though, didn't I? I'm gonna get back there and there's gonna be some left in the tank, isn't there? Smitty is the best. I really don't like driving through these trees. It's really stressing me out. was going to buy a repo, but I saw that you need at least 8 gigs of RAM. Too much for me? How much do you have? Surely you have 8 gigs. What do I have now? I think I have 32. I think... Do I have 16 or 32? Cannot remember. Maybe I have 16 actually, I'm not sure. I think 16 gigabytes DDR5. Oh. Oh. Then what are you complaining about? As your favorite YouTuber slash streamer? Interesting. Maybe I have to check this boy out. Other than you, Obs are. Thank you. #1 fan. Although actually I think Lily's the #1 fan. Not gonna lie. Twas a joke. It was a joke. Outrageous. Just get Repo. It's such a good game. I was convinced I wouldn't like it, and now I'm a little bit obsessed. A little bit obsessed. I'm actually quite sad I'm not going to be able to play it this weekend. So I can only play it at the weekend. Wild Wolves Nation, many thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Well, that's a tree, isn't it? See, like all these trees overhanging the road. Outrageous behaviour. What's the council playing at? I just don't like games where I have to play with other people. So antisocial. Oh, hello. I mean, technically you don't have to play that game with other people if you don't want to. But there is no way in hell I would be playing it by myself, because I would just be running around stressing. And then Jack could find it hilarious to come in the room and make me jump as well. Do you know what the little bugger did the other day? I was stood at the mirror in the bathroom, just about to hop in the shower. He barges in to like make me jump and like suddenly opens the door. But I'm stood right next to it, so he slams it straight into my arm. What a prick. Solo running Repo. Yeah, it's terrifying when you're by yourself, but if you don't like people, it is the way to do it. I really hate being the last one left alive. Like, we were in a lobby the other day. How many people were in there, Jordan? It was a full lobby, wasn't it? So like 6? Is that right? 6 people in the lobby for Repo. Jordan and, or Ollie, no, I think it was one of you was like, it was one of yous. One of you said to me, oh, like, there's so many people in the lobby. What are the chances that you'll be the last one left alive? I was the second to last person alive, and I'm very, very glad that I wasn't the last person alive. Stress was unreal. Yeah, 6. Thought so. Classic Jack. Yeah, what a balance. And he could have taken my toe out as well. Hello there, new friend. How are you? I'm currently downloading mods for this game. Nice. I love mods. Which mods are you downloading? I have 1,300 mods installed currently on this game. This map being one of them. Also, I don't want to jinx it right now because I am right back near the farm and I haven't saved for a second. But the game hasn't crashed again recently. So I'm wondering if it was an issue with precision farming. Daddy, yes. 1,300 is, did I say 13,000? I meant 1,300. Yeah, I've got 1,300 mods installed. But I think precision farming may have been the problem. We'll find out if it crashes again in future. Alma, Missouri, and so much more. I'm a console player. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, so console's a little bit more, like, sort of different types of mods that you can install in there, isn't there? I was looking and there's quite a lot of, like, script mods that you can't install on console, but obviously, like, all the, what's the words I'm looking for? Like, items and stuff, most of those you can get, so it's pretty good. I can't believe that I didn't think there was that many mods out. Yeah, and I was selective over which, actually no I wasn't, I tell a lie. I started off being a bit picky and I was like, do I really need this mod? Don't really need to get that many mods again. And then I realised, yeah, see that's empty. The audacity. And then I realized there was a button now that meant that you can just update all the mods in one thing, because that wasn't a thing when it first came out. Like last time I tried, I'm sure when FS25 first came out, if you wanted to update you had to go through individually, and I was moaning that they hadn't installed a button that you could just press and it would auto update all of your mods rather than you having to click into each one to update them. Now that's a thing. Makes it so much easier, so why not have loads of mods? Will I ever learn? Absolutely not. That is not the plan. Not part of the plan. I'm kind of wondering if this contract is a bit broken on this field. Potentially because it's got like a big chunk of grass that's not actually planted. But I'm not happy. I'm head to bed. Good night. Thanks for hanging out, Callum, and good luck with getting up at 6 for the gym tomorrow. See you in the evening. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna just cancel the contract. Because I'm gonna have to cancel the contract. I've done most of it, so I'm gonna get a small penalty, but then I'm gonna add the 6,000 to it. This has not been successful. Like 3.5 grand. I'm not losing that. So I'm gonna add 3.5 grand plus 6.5 grand. So I'm gonna add myself 10 grand. Outrageous. Because that should have been absolutely fine. I don't know why. I feel like there might be a mod that fixes this actually, but I need to go and see if I have it installed. Apparently not. If I do have it installed, it's not actually working. Hey, 20k likes? That's nuts. Jordan, is your finger okay? Right, okay. We're gonna set up a raid for... I forget the name. You guys will have to remind me quickly. But it has been a great stream. Very successful. I'm just gonna quickly check the capacity of the barn. Ooh, 60. That's really good. Okay, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Yeah, so next time the plan... Smitty, that's the one. Thank you. So yeah, we have 42k in the bank. That is enough to buy a field, I think. A decent sized field anyway. I don't think it was enough to buy the field that I was currently working on. Actually, yeah, I haven't even taken the penalty for that yet, so got a little bit less than that. 38k. Still not bad, still not bad. A hell of a lot more than I thought I was going to have by the end of today. And I didn't expect to have already bought a farm area. So yeah, just need a field to go with it now. That one is 51k, so I'm actually really not far off that. And that one is already planted with grass. So that would be my preference to buy first, and then I can buy this later down the line. Because I'm going to need stuff for cows, which means I need silage, I need hay, and I need straw. The straw I can potentially just buy because that's a lot cheaper than everything else, but the other stuff I need to make myself if I'm going to have cows. So yeah, 59k, that is probably just a couple missions worth of stuff, and I can definitely do that next time. Like, there's a good few big contracts out there. I'm now a bit skeptical, I can't speak, skeptical about doing any more harvesting ones, because that one is so annoying when they don't work properly, but I will see if there's a mod that fixes that, and if not, we can just pray and hope, and worst case scenario, I can always give myself the money that I deserve because I've done the work and they're just fucking idiots. Anyway, let's set up a quick cheeky little raid for Smitty on Twitch. And if you guys don't already if you're not already, I need to go to bed. If you guys aren't already part of the Discord, please join. That is where I post updates about future streams and such. Thanks for a great stream. Thank you very much, Jordan. Oh, I don't think he's live. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Jordan, can you confirm? If not, I will just probably end the stream now for today, and then next time I will hopefully be more prepared. I copied that, but it didn't work. Could anyone let me know if he's live? Potentially. Actually, I might be able to do that myself. I'm being a bit lazy. If not, he is not. Damn it. Okay. See if anyone I know is live. Not really. There's some bigger streamers that are live, but Not many smaller ones. And now I'm free to random ones, so I mean we could always drop in on someone random. I think we'll leave it for today. Next time, I will sort a raid for next time, but I hope everyone's had a great stream. I've really enjoyed it. Made a lot of progress, like I said. Really looking forward to next week to get back to Moss Valley. I forgot how good a map this is, and yeah, thank you everyone who's hung out today. Thank you again, GT, for the gifted subs, and Jordan and sorry, not Jordan, awkward. Callum and Chris for the resubs, much appreciated, much appreciated. I hope you all have a fantastic evening and see you in the next one.